what happened in the Mahabharata. So if we look at what is central to it is the fight between the two families, the Kauravas and Pandavas, though they belong to the same family, yet it is divided. So we see the whole premise, whole beginning point is a division. This is what in our ordinary consciousness also, as long as we are confined to the outer, external, ego-driven, desire-driven, ordinary consciousness, we are divided. And in a divided consciousness, all kinds of problems will be there. The solution lies only in the unity of consciousness. So one has to go through this divisive consciousness, work on it, to raise it to a level where it experiences that unity and oneness and sameness. So that is why what is central to Sanatana Dharma, what is central to all the different teachings right from the Veda till date, what is given to us, is Samatva and Ekatva. Samatva and Ekatva. Samatva, the sameness, the state of equanimity, and Ekatva, the state of oneness. So this is where the story begins, that the problem happens because of the division, the separation, fragmentation. What happens outside? We see that Kauravas and Pandavas are divided, Devas and Asuras are divided to separate entities, to separate beings. So inside also we see the same problem. Every one of us, we carry these two consciousness or the two aspects. One is the Asuric, one is the Daivic. The evil, darkness, the light. So this conflict is an age-old conflict. We are born with that. Why? Because separation is the keynote of creation. Separation is the keynote of creation. If there was no separation, then the creation is also not possible. It is at the root. That's why you find this expression that ekoham bahusyam, that I'm alone, I'm one, indivisible. Let me become many. How this many will happen unless you separate yourself? You move out of yourself. So one is separated, one moved out of. So that unity of consciousness, which was one, indivisible, now moves out of itself, becomes fragmented into this multiple creation, where at the gross most level, we don't find that unity. We find we all are fragmented, divided. Not just outside, I said that I'm different, you are different. Within myself also, I see so much of division. One mind says, yes, today is the Gita class, I must go. Another mind says, please remember that there is a beautiful party today during the same time and so much of fun. You will miss it. Gita class, at least, nowadays it is online, the recording will be available. But the party will not, will miss it. So immediately we are divided within ourselves. Then a third party will interview. He said, even though recording is available, but live class is live class. But there you'll get something real food for soul. But here it's just party, food, and all this. We see within ourselves the moment we decide something every day. This is the moment to moment experience. How divided we are. Then suddenly you will feel that. But then like I have pain, too much pain here in the physical. The physical will not support, so it has its own principle. Then certain emotions will start affecting. So emotionally we are divided, physically we are divided, mentally we are divided, psychologically divided. Forget about the spirit. Spirit has no role to play here. So he said, first we have to deal with this outer division. So inside we are so divided, so fragmented. And then we are talking about union, world union, unity, oneness, sameness, and impossibility. to look at. So this is where we need to work. The entire teaching was what has been given to us. So the prominent realization of the Vedic seers, and we have discussed it in our class also in the earlier classes, that we are divided. There are two forces which operate, which are very intensely operative in this creation. The force of darkness, the evil, and the force of light, the divine. And there has always been a fight. Fight because the divine forces, they feel that we have to maintain that purity. The evil forces, they say that if the purity is there, we lose our strength. We will not allow that purity to exist, that divinity, that light to exist. If the light exists, darkness cannot exist. But the darkness, dark forces, they do not want the light to exist. The light, it doesn't have any intention of killing anything. Its presence is enough. So if I'm present, at least I should be allowed to be present. Then it will get over. So that one, so division, separation is the keynote of this creation. But it should not continue with that separation. The ultimate aim is to achieve that union and establish that unity and operate in this divisive world, this world of division and fragmentation, from a state of oneness. That sounds very difficult, but this is the way. I remain in that state of consciousness, but I operate in this world of division and fragmentation. When that doesn't happen, the fight continues. And whatever is happening inside, whatever is there in the subtlemost world, also we find in its material form, in its manifest form, in this material world. So this is where we keep fighting, the fight between one country with another country, one family with another family, uh, brother with another brother. So it goes on. Two means fight. So what is the way? What are the teachings? So you need to transcend. So that's what we will see, especially in the Vedas, Upanishads, the Gita, and in a more focused and intense and practical way in Sri Aurobindo, that how do we transcend these binaries, this duality? Because in the binary world, as long as we cling to it, there's no solution to anything. So 0, 1, it's not just 0, so you are divided. So you suppress one set, so one becomes suppressed, one becomes privileged. So that's what we find in the society. So all the problems are rooted in this dvitva, dvandva. That's what is binary. The ancient terminologies are dvidha bhava, dvandva, the two, the dualities, the binaries. So transcend that. Not kill, because you cannot kill. You cannot destroy. You have to transcend.